men's cox pairs has only attracted 3 entries.
And it's a tough event, this. You've got big athletes in the coxed pair. Big athletes, big powerful athletes, and it's a tremendous way of helping to give your people experience and bring them on into the next stage.
Well, just to illustrate the point, if I take you back to 2001 in Lucerne, you may well remember Matthew Pinson and James Cracknell, who actually did the double, and in 2003 when the United States won, a certain Dan Beery was in that cox pair.
Absolutely, and you find the same thing with the cox fours. A lot of the people are coming out of cox fours and moving up into the senior squads, and you know, half the American gold medal 8 there were from the cox four last year, who won in 2004. But here you got going out in front now, Australia, looking very strong, very powerful, boat moving well. It's a difficult boat to row. You know, you've got your cox lying there in the front to provide the equilibrium. That helps to make sure that the boat is nice and finely balanced. But there's a good battle going on there for second place.
Yeah, but interesting to see how positively the Australians have started. It's a sort of boat category where if you can get this sort of advantage, you're pretty hard to peg back.
This is it's a boat category that up until 1993 was really highly competitive and very, very exciting to watch. You had the Abagnale brothers dominating from Italy, dominating right through the 80s, and then the Searle brothers coming in right at the end there in the 92 Olympics to take it from them on the line, and then to defend that great victory the next year in 93, which was the last time they held the event. And since then it's just kind of petered out a little bit, and I think it just behoves all the countries that take part to really make sure that these events stay well attended and strong in the World Championship program.
Well, now the last quarter of the race, and the Americans are chasing. Chase Phillips is their coxswain with Mika Boyd and Jordan Smith, but it's the Australians who've got a clear advantage. Mark Duez, Sam Conrad and Hardy Kubash are the trio for Australia. And the meat in the sandwich, so to speak, are Italy, who are solidly in silver medal place. But this looks like another gold medal coming Australia's way.
Three very good nations who've always supported this event. It's very good to see. But powerful rowers, and we're going to see these guys in Beijing. I'm sure they'll be all moving on into the big boats for the Olympics. But these non-Olympic events here shouldn't really be downgraded too much, because they really are providing terrific experience for new talent. Italy
with Manuel Berlingerio and Edoardo Vezzotti and Dario Cerasola. Those the representatives for the country that won this title a year ago. But they're not going to retain that title. It's definitely going to go to Australia.
Well, Australia have only won one Olympic event. They've only really got their women's 8 that's going to be up there with them in the medals. Otherwise, it's non-Olympic events. But they are rebuilding, and they will be there in Beijing, certainly in force.
So all the way victory. They set out their stall early, and Australia just a couple more strokes to come to the line now to take this title. And I wouldn't take anything away from any of these men, because I can respect very easily, Dan, how much they've worked, how much they've trained, how much they put into it. But I have to question whether these events should be continued in the World Championships if countries don't support them.
Well, you're talking from the point of view of somebody who's not a rower. I'm talking from the passionate viewpoint, which is of a rower who loves these events, feels that rowing should be right across the spectrum, should be involved in the whole program, and I'd like to see them better supported.
Now it's gold medals to Mark Duez, Sam Conrad and Hardy Kubash.